What's good, family? It's your man King Messenger back in the building. Just ride for me for a minute, y'all. I was watching not sure, it was actually YouTube, and I saw a story that I had actually heard before, and I was watching the story of Pablo Escobar, right? Which has kind of become big in the folklore of mafioso rap, especially back in the late 90s, early 2000s. You know, his name was actually mentioned a lot, and his life was idolized a little bit, by a lot of inner city youth and people in hip hop culture. But I was watching this short documentary on the last 24 hours of his life, y'all. And I don't know if y'all knew this, but yeah, he lived a life of, grandiose wealth and was in charge of the biggest cartel in Colombia and all those things, right? But the dude had a lot of enemies, right? So number one, he had the search block. So the search block was Colombian paramilitary force sponsored by the U.S., 200 troops. They had to get people who didn't know each other and people who did not live in Medellin, right? So they couldn't be compromised by the Medellin drug cartel, right? And so they had that. Then they had the regular Colombian police looking for him. Then they had the Los Pepes. Now, Los Pepes was actually a vigilante force, all right, of people that just decided they had enough. Because Pablo Escobar was terrorizing them guys, man. He was blowing up courthouses. He blew up a plane one time because he thought a certain politician was on there that was one of his enemies. He was blowing up, he was killing people, blowing up houses. I mean, he was just terrorizing in the city of Colombia, right? A real terrorist, right? Like bringing destruction on the whole country. So the people decided they had enough. And the name of this group was Los Pepes, right? Now, Los Pepes was regular Colombian citizens that decided this dude gotta go. All right. And they resulted in vicious means. I mean, killing anybody connected to him. I think they killed his lawyer. They were killing family members. They were going at his friends. They were blowing up. I think they blew up 2 of his mama's houses because these people had simply had enough. Now, look, I don't support vigilantism. You guys know I'm a follower of Christ. I'm a man of peace, but I'm also a man of justice. Peace and justice have to kind of balance each other out, right? But I seek justice, by peaceful means. Understand? So we got to understand this. We got to get to the root of the flip side of the drug life and the drug selling life. I saw a video by LL the other day, a couple weeks ago. He was on Drink Champs, and he talked about in the 80s how he used to hang with certain drug dealers he had were his friends or hanging partners out in Queens or out in New York. AZ and those guys. If you watch the movie Paid in Full, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Alpo and AZ and those guys, right? And LL said, we don't want to glamorize that lifestyle because it's a very, very, very tough life, and he said guys who are really great at it wish they were really good at anything else so they can make their money, legally and be stress-free, right? And so we have to get to the flip side of the drug culture. And I think in hip-hop, the drill culture, the drug culture is glamorized, but you don't see when these guys get 10 years, right? And they kids crying, and they baby mama go and get with somebody else, or she's got to go, go through a lot. You know what I'm saying? While he's in prison, we don't see that. You know what I'm saying? And I really put a lot of the blame on these record companies, these high-level execs that know how to package and market our death to us. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like I don't give the rappers, a free card and say that they're not responsible. But we got to look more at who's at the top. Because as black men, we can take this hip hop thing and be successful. We set the trends, guys. This is what I want you guys to know. We set the trends. We can get out of our car and rap about popping balloons and make millions of dollars because we set the trends, not the drug game, not gangster or drill culture. Young black men set the trends in hip hop. We can decide where this thing wants to go. So back to the moral of this video here. you got to look at the flip side of the drug culture. And that's one of the things I didn't like about trap music is, people dancing in the club, celebrating, but I've seen people's lives, man. One of my homies is still dealing with addiction after more than 20 years. And I've seen the mess that he went through, his family went through. He's locked up right now. So guys, let's think about getting rid of this drill culture, getting rid of this drug dealing culture. I'm not hating on my young guys doing drill. I would never do that. Like I said, I used to do gangster rap. My rap was kind of gangster back in the day. And so I can't really hate on y'all. It just is going to the next level. We got to just see how to stop it. We can set the trends, family. We're losing too many creative young black men that are looked at as just expendable because, oh, you ain't nothing but a, minister society anyway. So, nobody even really cares because they feel like, okay, you reap what you sow, whatever. But just let's think about it. Even Pablo Escobar, y'all, even Pablo Escobar, look how he went out on the top of a roof. They killed him. Separated from his family. Couldn't even make phone calls because the search block was on him. They were using high technology to monitor his calls. The man only lived to be 44 years old, y'all. So you gained all this stuff, but you lost your soul. If he could probably talk to y'all, he'd probably say, dude, don't even get involved in this. It's not worth it. So just think about it, y'all. We can bring the morals back to the stories. We can get rid of all this stuff that is causing our communities to lose. So high-level execs can win and you can lose. All right? And y'all follow me, whatever this platform is on, follow me. We're going to spark off this movement. All right? Y'all be blessed. Your man King Messenger. One love.